What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Wealth Journey series video. This is episode 31. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be going over my payday routine. We are a little bit into November, but I need to go over my last payday with you, which was back in October. I bought a few things. I want to share them with you because these are the things that I've been buying for years to get my net worth up to six figures by the time I hit 28, and exactly why my net worth is about to double now. So we're going to jump right in right now. So the first thing I did was put $700 into this account that you're looking at right now. So this is my Roth IRA account, and I will show you what's inside of it. So when you go to holdings, what you can see right here is I have Apple, Microsoft, VOO, and BTI. They're not spread evenly exactly. It's 30, 30, 20, 20. So Apple and Microsoft have 30, VOO and BTI have 20. So these are all percentages. So 30%, 30%, 20%, 20%, all for 100% of success. Because as you can see, my overall portfolio is looking about good. I also went ahead and put money into my individual brokerage account. So just to give you a quick look at this is what it looks like here on the screen right now. It's currently up 113.09%. Today is November 9th, 2025. So you may see this video a little bit later, but the stock market was crashing a little bit last week. Not crashing, but dipping down a little bit. But my account still remains strong, and these down here are the investments that I'm in. And I did allude to this in my November financial reset video, but just to give you a quick recap, I did buy a share of Nvidia and a partial share of SMH, as you can see up here at the top two. I know it's a lot to look at, but that is what I bought. And that came out to like $326 or something like that. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, I want to show you some of my profits. So if I'm looking down, my iPad is literally down here, but you see it on the screen. So if you see me looking down, that's why. But anyway, just taking a look at the profits, the P&L stands for profit and losses. As you can see, my portfolio is killing the game right now. I mean, I'm getting kind of in the red for this month, but looking at the whole year, this is what my profits are looking like. And as they dip down, it gives me even more confidence, because you know what? I'm going to buy up some more and get my cost basis down and start seeing some more money for myself. And if you want to see how I stack up against Dow Jones, for example, I'm up 24.79%. And this is year to date, by the way. I'm up 24.79%. They're up 10.44% compared to the S&P 500 index. They're up 14%. I'm up 24.79%. And then the NASDAQ, they're up 19%. So they're close. But my point is, my account is doing very, very well, and it's because I'm buying the best, the top of the top investments, but I'm also getting into them at the right prices. So if you look down here to the right side, you see the white number that says 350.30. So look at the smaller, lighter number below it, 258.16. That's the average amount of money I've spent on each share. So I'm up 35.69%, and then Nvidia is just ridiculous. I averaged in at like $50.41, but it costs $190.20 now, and guess what? I am up 277%, and I've been up even more on that in Nvidia, but the point of this is not to brag or anything like that. It's just to show you the power of investing in the right thing with the right strategy and doing so consistently. And honestly, in that account, I haven't been super consistent this year in particular, because I've been focused on my Roth IRA, and I've been focused on investing in Bitcoin and just other business things where I actually liquidated some of my investments earlier this year and bought a bunch of gadgets and a bunch of tech specifically for my show. I also put money into Bitcoin. So I just put $100 into Bitcoin. Throughout the month of October, it was $260 because I ended up investing in it twice. And just so you know, my goal for myself was to put $100 into Bitcoin every single month. And that's what I've been doing. It's just that sometimes I get a little overboard and put even more in, not realizing that I already put $100 in. But it's a good thing, and I actually just got a notification the other day. It was from Coinbase. It said you could have turned $12,000 into $50,000 if you would have invested $200 per month into Bitcoin for the last 5 years. And I was like, wow, that's like a $38,000 profit, which is essentially 3.2x your money. It's wild. So that is the true power in doing that, and that's why I talk about investing so much on this channel. I know not everybody likes it. I'm here to tell you what you need to know, and I'm here to educate you. And these are the things that I wish I would have known when I was younger. So with every payday routine you hear from me, I will be going into my investments and why I'm in those investments and how much those investments have actually paid me. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to look at my Syncfolio page inside of my app, aka Smart Spreadsheet, which is called WealthSync AI. So this is what we're working with right now when it comes to my investments. I'll try and zoom in for you just so you don't get cluttered with a bunch of information, but this is what we're looking at. So that's my whole Roth portfolio, that's my whole Webull portfolio, and then on top of that I have other things. So I have my 401k, on top of that I have my HSA investment account, which I do invest inside of my HSA account. Then I have my Tangent account, which has all my crypto in it, which is really just Bitcoin at this point, and I'm just stacking up on buying Bitcoin. But this shows you where I bought in at and how much it's worth now, just to further illustrate just how important it is to be spending money on these things. But that's not the only thing I spent money on. I also put money towards debt. I had a credit card that had $208.68 on it, so I went ahead and paid that off. But the main thing I focus on, because I usually don't have any credit card debt, so the main thing I really focus on when I get paid is obviously bills, but of course these investments that we're talking about here today. And just for a full disclosure, something that is usually in my payday routine videos that isn't in today's payday routine is when I talked about my 401k. I would always first talk about how this much went into my 401k and this is how much got matched and blah, 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 right? I have taken a small break from putting money into my 401k because looking at the returns on these, which you see on the screen, right, versus my 401k, yes, it's worth a lot of money, but if you look at the returns on a lot of these things, it's like double what I put in, whereas my 401k is a few thousand over. And it's not like a little few thousand, it's like tens of thousands over. But my point being is that the way compound interest works, you keep doubling what you have currently, and I know how to do it. Even with ETFs, I could get a better return than with my 401k. So I'm grateful and thankful for my 401k. But right now what I'm doing is I'm running a quick experiment. I've only been doing this for literally 2 months or something like that. But if I decide to go back into my 401k, I will let you know. But for right now, I'm focused more so on not just net worth, but access to my net worth. You don't really have access to your 401k until you're either 59 and a half, or if you have some sort of a hardship in which you're able to take the money out of that account, or if you're just no longer employed with the company, all of which are not ideal because I'm 30. I don't plan on not being employed, and I don't plan on or want to fall on hard times. And I'm definitely not taking a loan against myself on my 401k. It's just something that I refuse to do. And it's never about wanting to have it so I can just take money out of it, because I have a hard time cashing out my assets as it is, but it's more just to know that I have the power and the ability to access my hard-earned money. That shouldn't be too much to ask. So that is why I do what it is that I do when it comes to my payday routines. And I did want to make sure I mentioned that, because since I don't put that money into the 401k, that money now hits my bank account, and that money then goes into my Webull account, which has had the highest return out of all of my accounts, bar none. Now, what I do need to work on when it comes to my payday routines and my net worth in general is getting my cash up. Right now, my cash isn't looking the best. Just to give you a quick visual, my total cash is like under $5,000, just because I haven't been super intentional with saving. And I did take a big chunk out of my emergency fund early this year to put into investments. I know you shouldn't do that. I'm a risk taker though, and it has paid off. So, I mean, I'm not telling anybody to do this, and I'm not recommending that anybody do what I did, but you have to understand the level of understanding that I actually have in investing. The risk to reward ratio meant that if I kept money in my savings at that time, I would have risked the growth that I had received in the other accounts. And as I've said in a few other videos, my net worth is almost doubled now, and it's largely due to decisions like that. So personal finance is personal, but right now, don't have a family, don't have kids or anything like that. And I am working towards those things in life, don't get me wrong, but as long as I am in this state right now, as far as not having kids or anything, not having a family or anything right now, I get to take those risks and I'm as young as I'll ever be ever again. So I'm making sure that I take on these risks, but I'm also doing it carefully and strategically so I reap the reward and the benefits as well. So that is the payday routine for this time, and this represents the month of October, the end of October, and we'll have another one pretty soon following this one when I get paid in this month of November. And I also plan on there being a bonus hitting my bank account as well. And if it does, I'm going to just have a field day with that payday routine. So there may be more payday routines than you're used to seeing from me, largely because I haven't posted anything in a while, but also because I'm just getting paid a little more frequently right now. So I'm super excited, and I appreciate you joining me today. And hopefully I was able to give some sort of a perspective around why I talk about investing so much, and also why you should do it too, and kind of what the legwork looks like to build a 6-figure net worth and go beyond. And right now I'm working on getting to the millions. As many times I'm able to double my net worth, I 100% will. Whenever the market crashes, you will see me put heavy amounts of money into the market, and I just need to do what I need to do in between now and then to make sure I am prepared to do such a thing. Also, this month I do plan on maxing out my Roth IRA for the second year in a row, and I plan on doing that over and over and over again until they say you can't do it anymore. So I'm just very appreciative and thankful to be in the spot that I'm in, and I hope that you got something out of this video and that you like this video, and I hope you click the subscribe button. And if you're interested in the spreadsheet that you saw, go ahead and click down in the description. It will be there waiting for you. Thank you so much. Have a good day.